Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, the 21st of February. We are Signal Centre Talking Ball. Joe Neighbour, Ian Coleman and Steve O'Hare. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
All good.
All good. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Ian.
Thank you.
Have a good day yesterday?
Yeah, very lazy. A lazy
Yeah.
day yesterday.
Did you go to the museum like you said you was going to?
No.
could have bloody helped out with some of the stuff we were doing there, couldn't you?
No,
What was
days
that?
holiday, mate.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Shh.
What we're doing.
Not much.
Steve was suffering from a hangover anyway, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, kept that quiet.
I thought you were on the razzle Wednesday.
I did have a few. Wasn't too bad.
Okay, cool. Right, so yesterday it was all a bit choppy yet again in the markets. And that is evidence, I think, from our trade ideas that we did. So I was short FTSE and another tiny win of 1 pip or 0.03R. So you can see the last 4 days worth of trading, a total of 1 pip.
Wow.
What's that in R? Minus 0.01R. So, I mean, FTSE was looking pretty good at one stage yesterday, but rallied into the 9 o'clock close, I think, with the rest of the equity markets. But a lot of volatility ongoing at the moment, and more again this morning by the looks of things.
Yep.
Steve, you were really unlucky with the Bitcoin call.
Yeah.
You were 1.67R up, and then it just, in a blink of an eye, it was down 1R.
Then it burped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does have that tendency, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course, it's very high risk, that.
So with that, I'm going to have a look at it again today.
Oh, go on then.
Yeah. Similar theme to what you were talking about yesterday, this head and shoulders pattern, which is a bit of a lopsided one. But still quite fancy it. Obviously, it's had a bit of a breach of this neckline here on a couple of occasions and rallied. But looking at it this morning, we've got a bit of a break of the short-term uptrend. It's very short-term, but a nice bearish candle.
We are desperate this morning, aren't we?
I'm just looking for something that's going to pay off big style if it comes in. I think it is due a big move, and eventually it's going to sustain one of these big moves. So hoping that we get it today. So with that, I'm selling at 9635 and placing a stop at 9810. And I'm looking for a completion of this head and shoulders, which the measured move is at 8408. So I'm going to change that to 8410. It's about 7R.
7R.
7R on the nose.
Smash and grab.
Yes. So let's see what Friday brings. Anybody else got anything ready?
I'll have a little go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So if Ian, you want to step in at any point.
Yeah. I'm ready when you are.
Oh, you go on then.
Yeah,
you go then.
Oh,
I'm a bit distracted because the Tesco's order has turned up.
I'm looking at this bad boy. Sterling CAD. We've actually tried to, we've got some bespoke support here at 170.10, but it made what was the low? 170.40, and then it's off. So I think this is quite a decent Gartley, and I think it's going to continue to move to the upside. I'm going to look for that.
I mean, these are the whole point of these Gartley patterns, aren't they? That it's the actual. This is the actual level you're supposed to buy it at. This sort of dip down.
Yeah, I mean, when they go, I mean, I'm not going to. It's history lesson anyway, but I mean, there was one literally at the peak in euro dollar, which was what 4 or 5 weeks ago. And when you get them right, they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But when you get them wrong, they're not too bad because you're
limited.
Your stocks are pretty limited, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 71.16, 73.55. I'm gonna have to. What's that bad boy? Just this morning's candle. 70. 5.2R.
Nice.
Hope so.
Come on, Steve. Blag your way through this. It's only one more day to go.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to go with oil. Oil sort of had the swing back to the previous swing high from January early Feb, and we hit it yesterday, and the reaction lower, shooting star and almost, well, evening star formation, and a sell-off from there. Now, obviously, this was impact. You know, the stock market sell-off as well yesterday for little or apparent no reason. Just a little bit of maybe a wake-up call for the markets, but there wasn't any sort of real major catalyst that was on the news that I saw. Yeah, so I think the equities have had a little bit of a bounce this morning from the lows of the European Open and the overnight sell-off, but I think it may be short-lived. But I keep saying this every time we get a sell-off, I get a little bit excited with the equities. Just looking at the volumes that we've seen when these sell-offs do happen, you see the major spike in volumes, and then you see the slow build, the volumes decreasing as the market rallies, bearish divergence really, and just a sign of weakness at the top of the market. So it's if you squint really hard, you may be able to see, you know, you could say treble top, maybe more of a head and shoulders, but the right shoulder's above the head, so that doesn't really count. So that's sort of at least a double top, if anything, and a break of this trend line yesterday was maybe the catalyst for this sell-off from a technical standpoint as well. So anyway, I'll jump back to the trade idea. I'm going to sell oil, schmoil, because I still think there's oil is going to be impacted. You know, we sort of like the spread of the coronavirus into the neighbouring Asia Pacific states is a real concern, and I don't think it's been fully factored in. I don't think we'll get this sell-off today, but I can be quite aggressive with the, let's see, when we're getting short,
41R.
53.35, stop at 53.36. No, only joking. A stop. Let's have a 40 pip stop in this. 40 pip stop. 400 pip target. Little 10 to 1 shot. That'll do, donkey. Absolutely no chance. Don't copy this trade idea. This is just showing you a potential trade idea. If you're really going to be serious about it, you'd have your stop above the previous swing high, about 54.50.
What would the RB on that? Still not bad.
3.5. I need big R to sort of catch you boys. So I'm going to go for the 10 to 1 shot. I'm going to go for the 40 tick stop. Selling at 53.35. Stop at 53.75. Target of 49.35.
Lovely. Good luck.
Best of luck.
No chance.
Bill and Ben's gone mental, isn't it?
Got anything
Dollar
to show us
yen.
on the chart?
Dollar yen, dollar yen, dollar yen. It's broken through loads of different.
It's had a decent pullback in the last
And
couple of
obviously,
hours.
yeah, the well, two factors, isn't it? It's they reckon that a lot of investors are getting out of
Japan
and buying US equities, which has pushed the dollar index to 3-year highs. So you had that wedge breakout that's moved to the upside, and then even on this monthly chart, which I thought it might hold, we just kept on going. Plus, you had really shite manufacturing figures out of Japan, so it's sort of everything's just weakening the yen at the moment.
touched upon it yesterday. I think there's probably a few people that would have taken a bit of a hammering off the back of that.
Yeah,
I did. I got a couple of stop outs.
I was going to say, if I was in, I think I would have. Looked nasty.
Yeah.
And every time you sort of picked a level, it just smashed through it. So
yeah. Don't know what to do with that. Probably stay away is the best advice.
Yeah,
there's a nice level on euro yen. Shall I show me screen?
Oh, we had a winner on that yesterday. Actually, we bought a break.
Yeah,
on the intraday analysis.
Well. There's a big level up at 121.80.
Do you want to show us?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
No, here you go. Share. So this was the 61.8% pullback level. So basically choppy up. I thought that's a wedge formation, so I'd long-term bias, I think there's still scope for some selling. I'm trying to sell it up here.
Look at that.
Yes, that's a nice 13.66R. We've got bespoke resistance there, and we've got an 88.6% pullback level there. And the reason I'm showing that 88.6 is because
Gartley.
the Gartley, and then it would target there. 117.36.
Nice.
So again, just going back to these patterns, these cipher patterns, if you do get them right, hitting it there, stop there with a target there is nice R.
Absolutely. You don't need many of them to be right, do you?
No.
Okay, so yesterday news-wise, Euro US dollar touched fresh 34-month lows and held below the 10800 level. According to the minutes from January's ECB meeting, the data points to positive but modest growth ahead, but additional data is needed to see if the tentative signs of stabilization provide firmer ground for optimism. We had some data in the States yesterday. The US Philly Fed Manufacturing Index that strengthened quite sharply to a 33-month high at 36.7 from a previous reading of 15.1. So quite a considerable beat on that. But there was still obviously a bit of a dip in US equities shortly after the European close. The Flash EU consumer confidence reading improved to minus 6.6 for February from a revised minus 8.1. But the euro continues to get a bit of a battering. Is it having a bit of a bounce today against a few markets?
It's having a bit of a bounce. Yeah, it's up 30 at the moment, 108.14.
Yeah, I think there might be a few people trying to jump on that bandwagon, I'd have thought, to try and get a bit of a bargain on Euro USD. Stocks recovered from their worst levels, as they often do in the US. And that was pretty much it. As you said, there was some data out from Japan. The PMI manufacturing index declined to 47.6 from 48.7. So
it was
a bit of a retreat there.
Worst decline in 7 years.
Oh, wow. So coronavirus continues to have an impact.
Yeah.
No more news really coronavirus related. Just all.
No, it's just the spread, isn't it? It's now going. South Korea's got 52 new cases yesterday. I think that's what I saw a report yesterday that was saying that they reckon it might end up being a continued illness, if you like, a bit like flu or influenza.
Okay, so we won't be able to get rid of it. It'll just
continue.
Be a different strain of a cold, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. Data-wise, today quite a bit. We've already had a bit from Europe, have we? So we've got live squawk open. We had at 8:15 some French or German Eurozone PMIs.
Yeah, PMI, Eurozone PMI for Feb was better than expected, 47.8. It was expected 44.8.
That explains the push in the euro this morning then, does it?
Composite at 51.1, expected at 50.8. And then we've got, that was Germany actually, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry, Germany.
So that would have helped the euro then.
And then French came out at 8:15 again. It was better than expected.
And we've got one at 9 o'clock, have we? Is that Eurozone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the UK one at 9:30.
Indeed. Then we've got Eurozone CPI at 10 a.m. And then we've got US manufacturing and services PMI at 2:45.
And CAD retail sales at 1:30.
Okay, and US existing home sales. So plenty of data to get your teeth into on a Friday if you've got any money left after the week that we've just had.
There's loads of speakers as well this afternoon as well, isn't there?
Okay.
Brainard from the Fed, Baker Hughes from the
Baker Hughes is the rig count.
Sorry, Mester, Clarida. I haven't got my glasses on. And ECB's Lane as well.
Okay. Well, probably a good day for you two to head to London then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Just looking at I haven't really mentioned them over the last few days because the gold and the silver, the safe haven assets have just been broken out of them triangles really nicely and pushing higher. Still a bit of a way to go, I think, on those.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? The safe haven assets are still bid, yet equities continue to remain so high.
Yeah, I mean, I think
something's got to give at some point, hasn't it?
Exactly, it has, and I can't see the safe haven assets giving in at all. So, but it is the stock story continues to baffle.
Bogdan on the Telegram group sent a chart about the decoupling of Japanese yen versus gold, and that was quite a stark chart as well.
Yeah. So we always look at the safe haven assets against dollar, don't we? So the other currencies will be definitely different.
Commodity currencies are getting caned as
I
well, aren't they?
read this. Did you see that thing that it's a bit of a thing that went around on the viral about 5G?
No.
No.
It's basically sort of saying that 5G has been was tested where the virus started from, and was they reckon that it causes flu-like symptoms as well.
Oh, right.
Like the 5G
So we've all
network.
got 5G flu, have we?
Well, I actually feel like I've got 3G flu because I've quite moved on. But yeah, it just there's a few interesting things coming out, a bit conspiracy theories based around that.
You've got to
Also,
stay off those websites, Steve. You
yeah,
and your
no,
conspiracy
there's a
theories.
book that was written by, is it Krunitz?
Not
He's
sure.
like, I don't know, he sort of like, he wrote a book at the end of last year, or sort of like middle of last year, about the coronavirus and how it would appear in where where it's come from, and how it would do, and the person with the remedy for it is Bill Gates Foundation.
Right.
They've got the cure for it. So it's just better, it's sort of like, I love these little conspiracy theories. They're great. They're good fun.
Great. Oh, okay. Well, on that note, let's wrap it up for the week. Hope you've all had a good one, and
Yeah.
have a great weekend, and we'll catch you all on Monday.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
See you guys.
See
Bye
you
bye.
later.